Well, welcome to Monks Alive. And for this Monday, we're a little bit later getting started than usual, 6:30 instead of 5 Eastern or Central Time. But I had some things I had to get done to help some folks out. So my guests, Max and Tony, are here with me. Hey, guys. Good to see y'all. Winter's setting in.
Yeah, I know. It's like 78 degrees and I'm wearing a flannel.
I could call you things, but I won't.
Yeah, we almost hit single digits last night, so.
Really? Nice. Oh, man. That low. Well, it's the mid-20s here, but yeah. Not reaching single digits by any means. And yeah, Tony, I'd have to have a flannel on too. You say 78?
Oh no, it dropped to 76.
Oh man, you're gonna have to get gloves out.
I hope not. Ken?
Yeah, there's Ken.
Yep, got Ken online. Good to see you, Ken.
Hey guys.
Just so you know, I'm wearing shorts and sandals, so.
Oh yeah, you would.
Oh, man. Well, good to see everybody. How you doing, Max?
It is.
You're not feeling too good, Max?
No, I think I had a touch of food poisoning is what I think it was. I thought it was a bug at first, but I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I'd rather have the bug than food poisoning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of those reasons I eat my own cooking. I don't eat other people's.
Yeah. Well, I'm a lousy cook, so I eat a lot of junk I shouldn't eat.
Yeah. Ken, how's it up in Connecticut?
It's good. I'm fighting a cold. That time of year.
Oh yeah. Cold here too.
My daughter had it, my son had it, some of the grandkids had it, and then my wife, now me.
Yeah, it gets passed around.
Yeah.
Those things that you don't really want to share.
'Tis the season.
Yep,
I wouldn't know anything about that. I haven't been sick in years.
Oh man, I'm envious.
You're just living right, Tony.
Double envious, sitting there in shorts and not sick. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Well, it is nice. I'm not around a lot of family or a lot of people. My wife and I, we pretty much stick to ourselves. So that does help on anything coming around.
Yeah.
No kids, no trouble there. Kids always get sick.
Yeah, kids are weird. they just when I was around my grandkids, I always had something.
Yeah.
Sniffling. Especially this time of year. But I miss them. I do miss them. So yeah.
So my
Yeah.
channel is Be Still on the Trail, and it's focused on, hiking, a little bit of camping, a little bit of kayaking. I'm thinking about putting some new stuff on, make
Oh,
it be still, and I'll call it the trail. I won't change the channel, but just call it the Trail of Life. But one
yeah.
of the things I'm dabbling with is I've always been interested in doing metal detecting. And Tony, I'm not sure
Oh,
if you've ever done that, or Max, but
I used to do a little bit of that. We started using metal detectors working in construction, so we could find the
yeah.
metal pins in the concrete.
yeah.
And I was like, man,
Yeah.
this would be fun to take to the beach. Did that a couple times.
Yeah.
Never really seriously got into it. I should.
Yeah, so I was thinking about doing it and put it on my wish list for Christmas. My wife and daughter said, "Why don't you
Yeah.
go to the library and get a metal detector and try it? They have free ones." So I did. My daughter picked one up at her library, and I've had it. I had it for a week, and I have it for another week. But my first day out, I went to the beach. This one is probably not good in wet sand or down by the water, and it was a fail. I didn't find anything. Kept
Okay.
getting so many false readings, didn't know how to use it, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to enjoy
Oh,
this. But then I
I
took it
bet
out in my
Tony could
yard.
find a lot of stuff out there in that desert.
Yeah. And Tony, like you're saying, finding the metal pins, for my borders, always wondered where my property line was. And
Yeah.
I found on the left side, the front one in the front, about 20 feet off the road. And then way down in the back, I found the one. It wasn't straight in the ground. It's a big long pipe, but it was kind of angled down. But it's got to be it. It's in approximately
Did
the right
you put
area.
a big old pipe on PVC pipe on it or something so you don't have to look again? That's what I used to do.
I know where it is. Yeah. Now the one in the front, I don't want to do that because it's right between us and the neighbor. We cut over it, so I don't want to.
Yeah.
But I wanted to know where it was. We have new neighbors. I bought the house from my in-laws. Had an idea where it was, but the new neighbors came in. They started cutting the bush that I always cut. So I was like, "That's fine. He can cut it if he wants." But I didn't know where the line was. So now I do, and I was able to show them. Here's the pipe. This is the property line.
Right.
If you want to keep cutting the bush, that's fine, but it's on my property. So anyway, that was my introduction. So I was inside in my yard. I found a penny. I found some junk. I found the bars. So tonight I actually went to my daughter's to do leaves for her. She bought a new house in Wallingford. So I went to do the leaves. And then when I was done, my wife helped me. When we were done doing her leaves, I pulled out the money finder and went around her yard. I found some change, a few quarters, a couple dimes.
Cool.
But
Okay.
it was fun poking around. So I'm actually enjoying it. So I put it on my
That's
On your
wish
wish
list.
list.
Yeah.
It's on your
Around
Christmas
here,
list.
I probably only find like meteorites or something like that,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
fun to find.
Well, that would be neat.
Around some of those old mines, it would go crazy.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good use out there.
So we have a lot of beaches here in Connecticut. So I'll probably I kept the other one. I was going to bring it back today, but I have it for another week. I'm going to go to probably tomorrow or the next day. I'll bring it to the beach. Give it the beach a try again on the soft sand instead of going to a wet sand. Go to a dry sand.
Yeah, you don't get the
Yeah,
interference from the water.
It's interesting though that the libraries have them that you can check them out.
Yeah, there's a few of them in Connecticut that have them. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
It's a cheap one, but the one I have, you get to figure out what it does, and it's not bad. It works.
Yeah.
I'm finding a lot of metal. I found some coins. I found some metal, and I found my property lines.
So what's your idea as far as a video? What would that look like?
More like just maybe wear a camera on my head and talk as I'm going along. Looking, showing me digging up, finding it, searching for treasure.
Yeah.
And Dan, I believe the Bible is the true treasure. So I would then share scripture, which would be the real treasure, along with finding treasure. If I find a penny or a dime or whatever.
Very cool.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of YouTube channels that do the metal detecting things.
Yeah.
Some of those guys' channels, I mean, They just, all they're doing is going out, showing themselves walking around. They get a beep, they dig it up. There's something in there, they find it. They get thousands of views.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't
Another one is
understand how that works. There was a guy in Canada that I was watching him, and he just goes for a walk. He's just talking, and he said that he was doing all these other videos, you know, and he was really putting work into it, and he wasn't getting much. And all of a sudden, he just starts talking, and people are glomming in. So I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
how
I
all
don't
that
I
works.
don't get it sometimes. I spend time making a video and then I just do a walk around video like I did a couple of weeks ago. I had like
Yeah,
6,000 views on that thing.
Wow.
It's like,
yeah,
what the heck?
yeah. I think I think yeah, that's it, Tony. I think it's just that. Armand, my graphic artist that does all my thumbnails, he's working me to death. He sent me 20 ideas that he wants me to make videos on, that he's going to edit for me, and he's going to do that, and then I'm going to do my own videos like I've always done them.
And compare them.
But Armand's going to do these other 20. But he's working me to death. I've been recording and sending those to him, and then he's putting flash to them. But yeah, a great guy.
Yeah, Dan, you seem like you have a process. You put out a video or two each week, and then it seems like you're pulling a lot of shorts off of that video. Does that help?
I am. Yep, I am. Actually, I'm cheating, and I'll tell you my cheat. There's a program called Opus Pro, and it's a paid subscription, but you put in your video into it, and it will break it up into 10 to 12 shorts,
Wow.
and then you can go on a calendar and you can schedule it, and it'll just lay them out every day, you know. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, and that's gone crazy.
Oh, that's
Actually.
good.
Yeah, gotten a lot of subscribers from that, but also just, you know, every video I'll get anywhere from 400 to 1,000 views a day on it.
oh, jeez.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, yeah, I don't understand this stuff. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go grab a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm lucky I get 100, even 100 views on one of my videos. You know, it's
Oh,
just,
yeah.
long video. That's right.
but
Yeah.
I ain't worried about it. It's a hobby. So there you go.
And that's great. That's great.
People want to
And on
watch, fine. They don't want to watch, that's
Fine.
fine too.
Yeah.
On my long videos, you know, and it's like that, Max. I mean, it's although over time I get a lot of views. I was just going back and looking over the last 6 months, and you know, videos have gotten anywhere from 2,000 to 6,000 views, depending on the video. But
Right.
yeah, and it's just, I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't care. I'm just putting it out there because I enjoy the editing. I enjoy the editing part.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
It is. It's sort of the creative side. I do like to get out. It forces me to get out that way. But I was hearing Ken talk about his doing the with the mind detector, with the metal detector, and you know, watching Tony go out and get those rocks. Those little quartz pieces were just, the crystals were beautiful.
That's why I'm out here picking them up.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and it's a reason to me. It's a reason to force me to get outside. I won't do as much hiking when I'm metal detecting. You're going at a slower pace, but you know, sometimes that's good. You're still getting outside and enjoying the fresh air, and
That's what
Yeah.
taking photos has done to me. It's slow. You know, I was slow to begin with. Now it's really slowed me down.
Yeah.
yeah,
And I mean, like, you know, I'm still learning. I'm learning editing as well. And every time there's something new comes out, it is fun to see what kind of what kind of tricks you can do with the editing.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I've got my wandering monk.
calendar.
Get it here,
Awesome.
calendar. Here's the
Yeah,
cover.
I
Yeah.
see it. I see it.
My
Very good.
couple of my favorite pictures. That cover is really nice. I like May.
Yeah,
Here's your Milky Way shot. I really like that.
That's a good one. Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I like, I think it was September. No, October. What?
Yeah.
Dan, that is a wonderful shot of the comet.
Oh yeah.
Comment.
That was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, that really
But we're
turned
gonna
out.
enjoy this.
Good, good, good.
You'll be on our refrigerators 2025.
Okay, very good. Yeah, those were
Yeah.
fun to do. Those were fun to do. I'm gonna do at least one a year like that, and I may try to do if depends on how. My goal for next year is to owls. I want to take photos of owls, which is hard. And if I get
Oh, I
some,
imagine so.
fortunate to get them, then I may do a video or a calendar of owls as well.
If you can get enough good shots.
If
Well,
I
I
get
hope
enough
you
good
have
shots.
success, Dan. That sounds. If you see a lot of them, that'll be exciting.
Yeah, and there's 4 state parks in Kansas that have owls, and each has a different type of owl. And so what I plan to do is I'm going to visit those parks several times
Yeah.
and see if I can get some of those owls. But we have the great horned owl, we have the barred owl, we have barn owls, of course. And then we have a little owl, little screech owl. That those things are. You hear them everywhere, but I see them nowhere. So we'll see.
I've
I'm
only
trying
seen
to
them a
look.
couple times on the trail, not too
Yep.
often.
Yep.
There was one time I was walking up a trail. There's like a little stump tree, and there was a baby owl sitting on that stump, right on the trail. And
Yeah.
as I got closer, Mama was up in the trees, way up above, flying back and forth. So that was kind of
Yep.
crazy.
Yep.
Is there a special time, like to try to see them and plan to see them? Is there a special time of day to do it?
Just a sunset.
Yeah. Sunset or sunrise.
Yeah. Either one. Yeah.
But yeah, those are the best times.
If you catch
But
them
there's-
during the day, that's super lucky.
Yeah.
Every time I've caught one, it's been horrible lighting. I get a horrible picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. You start looking for scat, and you start looking for they cough up these, what do they call them?
Pellets.
Pellets, and they'll have bone and stuff in them that they cough up to get out of their system. Sort of like a
Bone and hair.
chicken with a gizzard, and they'll get that out of their system. But they'll be at the bottom of a tree. So as you're walking and you find certain types of trees that they like, that's what you start looking for.
Yeah.
And then
That would be a neat video in itself, Dan, if you find some of those pellets to do a video on them. It'd be
Tear 'em
nice if you
apart.
see the owl too, but do
Yeah.
a video of
Oh,
finding
yeah.
the pellets, maybe even cut one in half and show what's
Well,
in it.
you tear them apart, and the bones are pretty much whole.
Yeah.
The skull is pretty much whole. They're covered. It's a fur ball, but it looks like a large pellet. Bigger the owl, the bigger the pellet. But yeah, they're eating mice. You can find almost all the bones and hair in that pellet. I've done it
Yep.
many times up in the mountains. Find them and tear them apart.
Yeah. And they're sort of creatures of habit, aren't they, Tony? Don't they? They get territorial and they like
They're
to
very
stay within-
territorial. Yeah.
So once you find where they're at, you can keep going back to frequent it.
Even
Sort of.
when they have their offspring, and
Yeah.
they're old enough, you chase them out of their territory.
Oh, really? They'll
Yeah.
chase the
Yeah,
young
eagles do the same thing. This is my
Yeah.
hunting grounds. Get the heck out of here.
Wow.
ones. Yep. Hawks do the same thing.
Yeah. Once you're old enough, nope.
You need
Get
to
out
be
of
on
the
your own
house.
there, son. Get out of here. We need to do that.
A little more often, for sure.
Oh, me. Yeah. Yeah. I know, here, when you're driving down these old country roads for the hawks, you'll see them every quarter mile. You'll see one perched hunting. He's looking, but he's got his territory. And
Yep.
if
Does
another
not like
hawk comes
intruders.
through, they don't like it. Yeah. So
And
it's
the
fun.
ponds and lakes up here, even along the Colorado River, there's a lot of the smaller birds for sure.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of that stuff. But the bigger birds, you'll see the same bird in the same area every time.
Yep. Hey, Sloan, good to have you here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I've been watching a lot of course, videos to sort of see what to look for and how to look for them. And then I was doing a lot of research. Cornell University has a couple of apps that are really good, and it's sort of it's a user's app. So when you see something, you go on there and you put it in that's what you've seen, and then they will, everybody can see it,
Right.
where they're at. Of course, here with the lake, gotten a lot of blue herons. Got some pretty blue herons, Tony. Got one that didn't look like that one that was
Oh, that
sort of rough.
mangy guy.
Yeah, I got a couple of pretty ones.
That was still a pretty good little clip he had with him. That thing was beat.
he was chewed up. Did you guys see that? I don't know if I've got him still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't have him on here. I was trying to find him. Yeah. Let's see this one. This is that too big to load. I'll see if it will. But
Yeah, I got to get back up the Gila River down here. I need to
Yeah.
find where it actually enters with the Colorado.
Nice.
That'd be cool.
this is a
Pretty good
this was a
shot.
lot
That's
healthier
clean.
one. He was much healthier than the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was flying around the other day. A lot of fun to see him.
Yeah, that one, he looked like he just got a divorce or something.
I gotta see if I can find
He
him.
might have lost his job at the same time or something.
I think
He
so.
was in bad shape.
He was rough. Here we go. I think I'm getting him. We'll put him up here if I can. Yep. See. He's
He's
rough.
looking pretty ragged.
Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. He doesn't look like that, does he?
No.
No.
Same kind of bird.
It was a
Yeah.
bad Friday night out there.
Looked like he come off a binge. Yeah.
Oh man, he was having it. Yeah. But I was out the other day. It was very nice to get out and see him. I don't know if I got any better ones or not.
Like I said, we got the white ones out here all over the place. I need to get some good pictures.
Yeah. We get them at the beginning. That one, like this one that I showed you, we got him. He was here
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
about 2 months ago, and then and they're pretty much. I don't see the egrets anymore. It's more of the herons.
Dan, is
And
that all at the park down the street?
It's the lake, the Elk City Lakes, Elk
Yeah.
City State Lake.
But are you at the Elk City Park when you're doing
Yeah.
it, or
Yeah.
you're not out on the trail?
No. It's just I go over here almost every day now, just to walk along.
What is that, like a couple miles from you?
It's 4 miles. Yeah,
That's
4 mile
amazing.
drive.
Nice.
It's just wonderful. It is nice. It's just wonderful. Let's see. What else did it?
Dan, I did ask you about the I think it's the DJI camera versus the GoPro.
Yeah.
So I actually put the DJI on my Christmas wish list. We'll see. My GoPro bit the bed, so we'll see if I can get
Oh, that's too bad.
the DJI for Christmas.
I hate it when the
Okay.
camera dies.
I actually put on my list the DJI 5, which is the newest one.
That's
But
nice.
I was doing some searches to see if there was any sales with Black Friday, and I saw a sale on the DJI 4, which was like, you know, a couple hundred, maybe $100 or $150 less. So I told my wife, if you want to do this, if you're going to do the DJI for me, this one's on sale, and I'm fine with it.
Now.
Yep. The 4 is nice. I mean,
Do you have that one?
I've got the 3.
Oh,
And I
the 4 is
love
kind
the
of
3.
proven.
Yeah. I
Well,
love
4's been around long enough. They got the bugs worked out of that one.
Yeah.
I'm always afraid to buy a first out camera because of the bugs that they've got in them.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what, for me, the GoPro got to the point where it was overheating. You had to have this, well, let me just get it.
I've seen nothing but complaints on the GoPro.
My 7 has not failed me a bit yet. My GoPro
Yeah.
7.
7, and that's what, I got this.
I don't
this is
even
the
know if I
7
wanna
here,
go
and that is still
newer.
a great camera. There's
Which one do you
the 10.
have, Tony?
Huh?
Which one do you have?
The 7. GoPro 7.
And that's what I had the 7. I really liked it. I would have kept using it, but my last trip, it just stopped working. It started.
Oh, it's better than me on my last trip. Turned the thing on, turned right back off because I never charged the battery.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
throw the battery in the Jeep, get it charged. I always carry a spare, so I threw the spare in there so I could film. But it was like, oh, just go figure, you know? Turn the thing on
Yeah.
and the battery's dead.
Well, mine was doing the opposite. It wouldn't turn off. I put it in my pocket, and I felt my pocket warming up. I'm going, how come my pocket's warm? Pull the GoPro out, it's on. I tried to turn it
wow.
off. It came back on again.
Maybe that's
And it
why
was
mine was
fuzzy.
dead. Mine
Picture was a
turned
mess, and it wouldn't
on.
shut off.
Huh.
No, it's not off.
Huh. Yeah, that's,
I keep mine handy.
Yeah.
I like the 7. And I like the 8.
Still
But
at
then I got the
100%.
10, and I got tired of it. I mean, the 10 just kept, and if you have to have this cage to put anything, like to connect an external mic,
I
you have
hate
to have
that.
this cage.
Instead of
Yeah.
the clip on, I have to have the cage on mine too.
Yeah.
What I found is the cage that came with it was creating a lot of noise. If I touched anything around it, it would create noise.
Oh, really?
The one that I came with mine, so I never used it.
Well, if you get, I think you'll like the DJI. Now, see, I've got the little. This is the Action 3.
Yeah.
And it's great, but the 4 will do. This will do 100 slow motion, 60 frames per second at 4K, but if it goes to 120 frames per second, it goes down to 1080p, which is still fine. But the 4, you can do 120 frames per second at 4K. You know, it's sweet. It's really nice.
I don't film
And
in
it's got a
4K.
couple of other things in it. What's that, Tony?
I don't film in 4K.
Oh, you don't?
No, none of my cameras are set that high. I can do it easily enough, but I just
Tony,
don't.
why don't you do that? Is it just too much memory?
Most people don't have able to visualize 4K.
Yeah.
I don't. I can't even watch it in 4K.
Yeah.
You know. And most
Yeah,
people are
that's the same
so-
here.
Huh. Yeah, I do all mine in 4K.
Is that just better quality?
4K is, yeah.
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 And
Yeah,
with 4K,
I do
you can
most of
need
my
to crop it.
I do most of my stuff in 1080p, but once in a while I do the 2.7, but it fills the card up so fast that I don't
Yeah.
mess with it. I
Yeah,
usually stay with 1080.
I have a huge card in mine.
I got 14 hours on my GoPro that I can film on my setting now, and if I go to 4K, it's down to 7 hours.
Yeah.
So that limits
Yeah.
me. Like this last trip, I was out 4 days doing a lot of filming. There would been no way with the one chip.
Yeah,
'Cause I only bring the other camera for photos mostly.
yeah. This
How
one
big
has
is your
a
chip, Dan?
512 gig.
Yeah.
And little tiny things too. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah.
And it's 512 gig. Yeah, and it works really good.
So Dan, when you film with that, are you connected to your computer or something so you can just pick up the pictures from the DJI?
When
I
I get
have
home,
when I get home, I plug it into
yeah,
to
yeah, I use my adapter.
thing to download. Yeah,
Do you use an
Yeah.
adapter to plug it in, or does it just
yeah,
automatically
and
go?
I've got like Tony's got that one. I've got one like
Yeah,
what
mine's
Tony's
got
got.
the
With my
the
GoPro, I
regular-
could just on my phone. I use the iPhone. It just did a link up, it's a wireless
And you
link up,
can.
and I was able to.
Well, I can do that
You
too
can with
because
the
this
DJI as
comes
well.
apart, and I can still use this for USB-C to C,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like you got the iPhone, I got the Lightning plug on here too. So
Yeah.
it's still stuff from the wife's phone if I have to.
Then when I put my iPad, I started using this thing. And it, you can plug the SD card
Right
right
into
into
it, yeah.
here.
Oh, the card goes right
Yeah.
into that.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
that
my
plugs into
computer
my
is,
computer.
Yeah.
an inch and a half thick, 5x5. So all I've got is USB ports on the computer, plus a couple of smaller ports that I can just
Yeah.
plug.
I
in.
usually just transfer right from the camera.
And you can do that with the DJI as well.
Yeah. I can do it with the GoPro and my phone, go right straight into the computer, but I find it a lot faster to pull the chip out of the GoPro and plug it in.
That's what I found.
Boom, it's done off there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always just kept it on the SD card, and then when I'm ready to make a movie, I just take what I want off the SD card directly from the GoPro. Turn the GoPro on and turn my iPhone on, and I create it in the iPhone. I don't use the computer when I make them. And then when I'm done making it, I delete it off the iPhone. It's still on the SD card for my backup, and I move on. Delete it all out of there. And I think the cloud storage, it's I forget which one. It's probably Google Cloud, but I let the pictures go, but I go out on the cloud and delete all that video because I don't want to pay extra for the storage.
Yeah.
What's that?
I get these external, these SD cards, these big ones. These are 2 terabyte a piece.
Is that your backups?
Yeah, these are all my backups. So I've
You have
got
to
5
offload.
of these.
You can offload them.
So what do? You plug into those and save it on there?
Yep.
Yeah, and I do the same. I got bigger. They're bigger than that. They're
Mine, I got a 10 terabyte.
It's an external drive that I put it on.
Yeah. Yeah, 10
Might have to
terabyte.
get another 10 terabyte here pretty soon, though. I'm getting a lot of photos.
Yeah.
And
that's
you wouldn't think photos take up a lot of space, but boy, they do.
No, they do. They do, especially if you're, like all of my photos, I do it in RAW, and then I process them. But yeah, these things, I can take this and I just throw it in my backpack, and with an iPad, and I can download it on the trail. I can just download it all there, and it weighs nothing. So
Yeah.
So I keep, and even now with my, I've got one set up on my computer here. That's where I download all my files. I don't download it to the computer because Apple memory is just ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
So I don't do that.
Yeah.
I pay a little extra for the Google storage
Yeah,
That's just for the photos, so I can back up all the photos outside of my
that's
my 10
smart.
terabyte hard drive. I can back them up out there also.
Yeah.
But I gotta actually physically upload them to that and download them back. So if I
Oh,
take
really?
a picture with my phone, I gotta upload it to my photo file. It stays in there, but I can download it, any of my photos from there.
Hmm.
Which I think I got 600 gigs or something like that. I'm paying an extra $1 a month or something like that for it.
Okay.
So it's not expensive. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. I go in there and I delete all the video after I've processed
Yeah.
it back into
Videos.
my videos are not good.
They take too
Videos
much
look good.
space.
Yep. That's what with Armand, he's wanting me to do these videos, so I make them, I put them on Google Share, and so he downloads them in
Yep.
Bangladesh and tells me, okay, I've got them, so then I can erase them off
Get
of
them
here.
out of there so we got room for
Yep.
more. Room
Yep.
to put them back on there so you can grab them.
Yep. It's a process. It's a process. Oh,
So Max, another thing I have on my Christmas wish list, it is the what do you call the camera that you put out in the woods?
trail cam?
Trail cam, yeah, the one you displayed a while ago.
That's cool.
So I forget the name of it, but I put it on my Christmas wish list. Somebody else had it. Minute on the Mountain also showed the same one. So you both liked it, so I put it on my list. We'll see if we get it. We have some woods behind the house, so hopefully I'll get some pictures of if I get it. I'm assuming I get it. I'll put it out in the backwoods and hopefully get some pictures of deer and fox. We have fox in the area. Some bobcats come through once in a while.
Sloan's talking about the DJI Action 5, Ken, but he's got one.
Who's that?
Sloan, Wilderness Expeditions.
Yep.
It was his first non-GoPro. When I got the DJI, I mean, I've used DJI drones a lot, and so I thought they would probably be pretty good. I've been thrilled by my action.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I wouldn't trade it. No.
Does your drone, Dan, have the follow mode, like where you're walking down a trail or something, it'll follow you?
Yeah,
I
like
see
what
other
Max
people
did.
I've seen other people doing it. I like
video.
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you were
got
just doing
two
that,
of them to do that. I got my bigger one and the one that I probably got within the last couple of months. It's called the Hover Air. What's nice about the Hover Air is you don't need a controller to control it.
Oh.
You turn it on, you set it on the mode that you want it on. You can control it with your phone if you want to. And you set it on what you want it to do. You want it to follow you, or you want it to go in front of you or beside you or circle you or take a picture or whatever. And it does it all by itself. You can walk down the trail and it just follows you.
Nice.
It's AI controlled. It recognizes when you turn it on, it recognizes you, and then it'll follow you wherever you go.
That's neat.
How do you land it? What do you set it for a time or?
All you do to land it is stop moving, turn and face the camera, and it'll stop, and it'll hover for a second. And then it'll come to you. You stick your hand out, and it lands on your hand.
Wow,
That's
pretty neat.
Who makes that one, Mac?
Hover Air.
Hover Air.
It's
that's the brand.
Yeah, it's there's a company that makes it, but the model is called the Hover Air. Now they have the Hover Air Pro out now, which does 4K. But the one I have does 1080 and 2.7K. Hover Air.
Okay.
Hover Air X1. It's the X1 that I have. They have the X1 Pro now.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
a handy little camera. It just,
is that
I
what
mean,
you
you
use
don't
on
have
your?
to, you don't have to walk down the trail with the controller in your hand to do anything with it. You just
Yeah.
turn it on, and it does what you set it up to do.
Nice.
That's sweet.
And it's still got
Yeah.
the location so it doesn't run into trees and stuff.
It if you make a tight corner around a tree, yeah, it can run into the tree. But I'll tell you one thing that I've found out about it: if it runs into something, it don't hurt it.
Oh, really?
It's because it's got cage all the way around it.
Okay,
Oh,
and
okay.
props.
And it protects the props, and it just bumps into the tree and
Sweet.
falls to the ground, and that's it. That's it. And it only falls as high as you've got it set to fly. So that's it.
I don't have to
Okay.
worry about that out here in the desert too much. You
Oh
know.
no,
I
no.
can make a tight
And
turn,
that-
and it can go 100 yards and still make the turn.
Yeah. And well, see, I did it out here in my garage. I walked in the back door of the house from the backyard. It followed me through the door. I made the turn in the garage in front of the car and then came into my room, but it didn't make the turn, and it ran into my stack of pallets in the garage. But it didn't hurt it.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt it a bit.
I mean, I when I went up a couple of weeks ago I went to launch my drone. It said no. It's like, oh, you got to be kidding me! I'm on public lands, and it told me no. But I was too close to not private, but restricted airspace.
Oh, okay.
I was about 100 yards away, which is in the range of my drone. And it just flat out told me no. It's like,
Yeah,
all right, fine. Usually it'll let me at least launch before it tells me I can't fly.
You get within a couple miles of an airport and they won't take off.
Well, that's, where I am right now, I'd love to get some aerial shots of this spot I'm in, but I can't even launch my drone here because of the Marine base out here.
Yeah.
I know I was
said-
looking
said
at it
no
a
to
couple
you,
of years
Tony?
ago,
How
and
dare
Dan, you
you
would tell me
do
there's
that?
a lot of rules and restrictions. So has that gotten worse, or how's that?
Oh, the rules and
Yeah.
restrictions haven't changed, but the drones are getting so much better that those area border lines are moving further out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
You still have to take a course, right?
For some drones, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Yeah, if you're gonna fly it commercially, you have to take the test.
Yeah.
And over what is it? How many ounces is it, Tony? If that
I
you
don't
have to
remember. I
take
know
the test.
mine's way under, but
If it's over
Yeah.
half a pound, you gotta take it. Over
Yeah,
half
mine,
pound,
I can-
and if you use it for commercial, you have to have a
Yeah.
license.
commercial
Yep.
license.
And that test is no joke, guys.
Yeah.
It's the same test as your private pilot's license. You just don't have a check flight.
So the commercial, if you're on YouTube but you're not making money, do you still have to get a
Technically,
commercial
yes.
license?
Technically, yes, because
Because-
maybe
yes.
you'll eventually make money from the video.
Okay.
Yeah. The way the rules state, though, it's very it's very gray, because it says if money is being made, YouTube's making money off of it.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
That's right.
So if your channel is monetized,
Yeah.
you're
Definitely
making money. YouTube's making money.
Yeah.
But if you're not monetized, YouTube's still making money.
They're still
So
making money.
YouTube's still
But
making
it's
money.
considered commercial.
And so there's a lot of gray area there, which is kind of really not nice.
The same
I guess
thing, you know,
it's
them
safer
fighting
just
the
to get the
filming.
license.
Yeah, the filming in
Yeah.
the national parks and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's the same kind of situation. Yes, you can't fly
Yeah.
a drone in the national parks. We know that. You can't
Yeah.
use it for any purpose at all
Yeah.
in a lot of areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's just good to get the license. It just is if you're gonna.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Well, you get a few bad actors out there, and then everybody else has to suffer.
Yeah, that's the problem. You get somebody
My
doing
wife
something
actually
silly.
gave me a drone for Christmas 2 years ago, but she said I didn't know which one to get. You go get it. It
Oh,
was just a card, and I still haven't gotten it.
oh, really?
I was leaning toward the DJI, but I never
I-
put the time in to go looking and get one. I know, Dan, I had asked you some questions, but I never went out and got it. I
Yeah.
love the video I
DJI
see of other people.
DJI makes really, like Quentin said, DJI makes great product.
Yeah.
They were
Well, they do.
originally DJI was who Hollywood used for all of their stuff. They made gimbals, and they made sliders, and they made all this high end photography equipment, videography equipment.
Right.
And then they started getting into drones. They had the Phantom, which was their star pupil. The Phantom, that was a $15,000 drone.
Wow.
Oh, and what good footage that thing put out too, though.
And it certainly did.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
it was beautiful. You changed out the camera on it, and it fed underneath it, and you changed the whole camera system out. It was.
Yeah.
It was
If you
amazing.
ever wonder how they got some of those shots, that's it.
Yeah, a lot cheaper than an airplane or a helicopter.
Yeah, or a helicopter, and you could actually, not have to worry about the sound or audio or anything like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So great stuff.
Or the you watch a lot of aerial video and you'll see the blades in the shadow.
Yeah. Exactly. Byron, good to have you with us.
Hello, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has. It has. Good to
How
have you.
things in Kansas?
Yep, still in Kansas.
You click your heels. Click your heels, and we'll all be in Kansas.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't want to go to Kansas.
Now you're in northern
You don't know what you're
Kansas,
missing,
right?
brother.
Rerun, you're in northeast Kansas?
Thank you, Sandy.
Yeah.
Dan, you're southeast, right?
I'm southeast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Sandy's my neighbor.
My only experience in northeast Kansas was driving through, going into a rental car place, opening the door, kicking my wife and daughter out, and then me and my son booked out to Texas and left them in Kansas.
Were you in Kansas
That's
City?
fun.
Yeah, up near Kansas City. My daughter had a conference, so the four of us drove out, dropped them off, and then me and my son turned it into a little sightseeing trip. Went out to Great Sand Dunes, then on to Mesa Verde, and then we hiked in Grand Canyon.
I'm telling you, Ken, if you get the chance to go to Chaco Canyon, you really need to do it.
Yep.
We love it.
Yeah, we
I gave my wife
this year.
that one. Every time I see different places, I give it to my wife. She looks it up, makes a note, and puts it on the list.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't do that. Wife's like, where are we headed? Look at the map. Well, I got a pin right there. Let's go. And I got a pin at
circle.
Chaco Canyon.
I could not do that, Tony. I got to plan it out. I got to know where I'm going to get gasoline.
That's my wife, Dan. She's a planner. She plans every detail. She knows what I like, so I go along for the ride and enjoy it.
Our plans never work out, so we wing it. And don't get me wrong, I got a rig that's got a 900-mile range. I can wing it pretty good distance.
Yeah.
You do good. You do good. Oh, me. Well, Byron, what you got in the wings?
Oh, like to hit the PCT, do a little bit of CDT. Try to do some more trail magic with PTL here in 2025 as well. Go back out there and do some more trail magic. That's kind of what I have going on right now. Kind of diving into the world of hammock camping.
Oh,
Try that out.
Drive it's fun.
I'm looking forward to trying it. I mean,
It's Tony's world.
I got a hammock set up right behind me. I sleep in a hammock 365 days a year for the most part.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Is it in your camper?
No, it's right here in my pop-up.
Oh.
I got a hammock stand with my hammock in it. If I'm not in here, sometimes I'll take my cot when I'm going out, especially around here in the desert. You know, my cot's a lot easier to manage than my hammock stand, so I'll take the cot and sleep on it out there. But yeah, I've been sleeping in the same hammock for almost 7 months now.
Wow.
In the same hammock. Yeah, any chance I got, I sleep in the hammock, no matter what. I've looked at the ones that mount to like the hitch on the Jeep, but they're not wide enough for my 11-foot hammock. So I got a hammock stand that'll actually do up to a 13-foot hammock. So yeah, I sleep every night outside. Hennessy, nice. That's the one with the integrated bug net too, isn't it?
Yep, it is. Yep, it is. I've never used it.
I was going to ask, did you try it yet?
I have not tried it. I've never used it.
It's like a canoe or a kayak for Dan.
Yes, I'm afraid I'll drown. My brother gave that to me.
So Tony, is it because it's so comfortable for you that you do that?
Yeah, I have a lot of arthritis, bad knees, bad hips, bad shoulders. I get none of that when I sleep in the hammock.
Nice.
And I've heard a lot of people say they got bad backs. You get none of that sleeping in a hammock. If I sleep like on my cot, my hips hurt, my knees hurt in the morning, my shoulders hurt in the morning, but in the hammock, I don't get any of it.
Huh.
And even if I sleep in the motorhome, when we're traveling and stuff, I'll sleep on the bed in there. My wife loves the bed in there. To me, it's like sleeping on a brick because I sleep in the hammock so much.
Hey guys, in case you're interested, I put a link
and hang across the middle, and you can climb in your hammock in there.
Yep. In case you guys are interested, I put a link in the comments for Hover Air.
Does the hammock have cell phone protection if you drop it? I actually have a clip that goes on my ridge line in the hammock to hold the cell phone up. So if it falls off there, it falls in the hammock, and you just, hopefully you don't squish it.
Oh, me. I had to take a picture of the link, Max. Yeah.
What was that?
I had to take a picture of the link so that I can look it up later.
Oh, really? It won't let you copy it, huh?
No, that's all right. That's all right. I got to check it out.
You want me? I'll send it to you in the email if you want.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah, that'd be great.
I don't mind. Don't mind at all.
You could always go to his channel.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Yep.
So Dan, when's your first excursion to go out chasing owls?
January. Yeah.
That's when I'm going to go out and see if I can get some shots of the burrowing owls they have out here.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah.
They live in the ground.
Yeah.
I just found out about this, and it's like, and I'm from Washington. Our owls live in trees,
Yeah. No, these all are in the ground. I was looking when I was looking at all the different types. That one was interesting.
Hi, Vanessa.
Oh.
Yeah, I do flip canoes, so I'll put a string on my cell phone, Sandy, so that it doesn't fall too far.
Well, like soap on a rope, you just do that with your cell phone.
I sent that link to you, Dan.
Thanks, Max. Appreciate that. Yep,
you bet.
Got it. That's great. Oh, man. Yeah, funny. Yes.
I think it's nice. I haven't slept in my tent except once in a year. Because up in Washington,
Yeah.
there's always trees, so I can always hang the hammock, throw up a tarp, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
And down here,
Okay.
I don't even need the bug net. I don't need the tarp. So a lot of times I just throw the hammock out or the cot out. I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to trying that myself because these past several years I've always used tents. I've never had the best of sleep, and so I'm definitely anxious to try this out and see how it works out for me.
Well, it's a learning curve, but I'm a
It
side
is.
sleeper and I flop all night long. And in a hammock, I'm still sleeping nice and flat. Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Do
really?
you still flop, Tony, from your back side to side
Yep.
on the hammock?
Yep.
And
Yeah, you
no
just,
problem
your
doing
hammock
that?
runs one direction. All you
Right.
got to do is turn a little bit in there and you lay flat.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
Rerun,
I'm
do
a
you have Christmas
rotisserie.
If
trees in the
you're a
yard?
toss and turner like I am, yeah, you're kind of awake when you're doing it, but you just got to reposition yourself. If you're a back sleeper, you get into that angled position in there, you're done. You're out like a light for the rest of the night.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, I'm a back and side sleeper, and I do like you.
Oh.
I toss and turn all night long. Every
Yeah.
time I wake up, I'll be on my back. I wake up, move to my side. A little later, I wake up, move back to my
Flip
back.
over to
I
the
go
back, the other side. Yeah. Don't.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I fall right back
You-
to sleep. but-
It's like sleeping on an air mattress where you got to spin inside your sleeping bag or inside your quilt.
Yeah.
Same thing in a hammock where you got to spin inside of it. You can't take it
Yeah.
with you.
I'm a rotisserie sleeper, so I'm.
Yeah, I've slept on my belly in the hammock many times too. Every once in a while, I like to go like this and lay my
Oh, I
arms
couldn't
out.
do that. I couldn't do that. No way. Rerun, I was
Oh, wow.
asking, do you have any trees in the yard you could hang that thing in and give it a try?
I do. I did set up at my parents' house. I put a short video out on that one, and it's like done really, really well. But I'm really excited to try it out and see how it works out for me. And it's a very cheap setup. It's like the hammock I got was about $80, and
Yep.
the
That's all
tarp
I
I got, it's just and the tarp's like maybe like $30. It's a
Yep.
Wise Owl tarp, and it's just a very simple setup. And I'm just kind of diving into it a little bit and see how it works out for me and stuff like that. So I'm anxious to try that on trail and
Yeah.
give it a good test.
How long ago did you put that video out? I think I missed it.
It's been about maybe a week ago.
Okay, I'll have to go out to your channel and find it because I know there was a
Yes.
period where I've been busy working on the house and I wasn't watching for a while. So
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I've been trying to catch up on your videos as well. I've just been super busy. So, but yeah, I've been definitely enjoying your videos a lot from the Adirondacks, and
Yeah,
that's just incredible trail. Definitely incredible trail.
Hey guys, how was your Thanksgivings? We're getting questions. So
I had a good one.
what do you have, Tom? What'd you do?
We put a turkey in what do you call it? Convection oven.
Okay.
Wife and my father-in-law that's here, they don't eat anything but breast meat.
Oh,
I pretty much ate the rest of the turkey.
you got the good part.
That's what I look at. It took me 3 days to do it, but I got it.
Sweet.
We had a nice time. We went to my daughter-in-law's parents' house. They're a large family. They have 11 children, a couple married with their families. Some friends came. It was like 35 people, 36 people there.
Whoa.
It was a
nice.
big
How many
house.
kids
Wow.
do they have? How many
They have
kids do
11. My
11
daughter-in-law is
kids.
one of
Wow.
11. I think she's number 3 of 11.
Wow. Wow. That would be fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to work though, but
You had to work, Byron?
yeah, I had to work though. But that weekend, I got to had Thanksgiving with my parents and all that, so it was
Good.
really good.
Nice.
Good.
Was watching the Chiefs game on Friday, so
Yeah, I don't see how they keep pulling it out.
I don't know either.
Ugly games.
Definitely was.
Is that fool's ball?
Definitely do a lot better than what New England's doing.
Max, how was your Thanksgiving?
That was good. Not too bad, I guess. I didn't have turkey though. The wife wasn't here, so she couldn't cook. So it was just me. So I had chicken.
I prefer chicken.
Oh, I like turkey, but I don't overdo it. I don't like a lot of turkey.
Well, I told the wife I didn't want it. I'm not a turkey fan. I'll eat anything because it's food, but she's like, well, you don't have turkey, what are you going to do? I'll have a couple packs of top ramen, I'll be good. She's like, that's not happening.
We went up to Kansas City and to our niece's house, and there was about 15, 20. It was nice. It was a very nice time. We did good. Oh, me. Well, guys, it's 7:30 my time.
6:30 mine.
Yeah.
Yep, 7:30 here.
6:30 here.
And it's
8:30 here.
8:30 to 10. Well, guys, I haven't had dinner, but I'm going to go eat.
Well, I already did, but I'm going to go have dessert. My gosh.
All right, Max, I won't go with you.
Yeah, we'll
Y'all
see
take
y'all.
Have a good night. See you next week.
Okay.
Everybody
we're good.
take
See y'all
care
next
out
week.
there.
Take care. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
There we go.